Hey guys, what is up? So you guys know I work with WKWIG hair once a month, and they sent me their color 27 hair, and I have 4 bundles and a frontal. The inches will be in the description, but basically I am just starting this off with a test track because I didn't want to mess up the whole wig and I didn't know if it would take. So I just cut 2 little tracks for my comfort, and I'm going to test those first. And I do have this damage eraser by Garnier Fructis. I use this kind of for everything. Just usually after I color hair or if some hair is really bad and damaged, I love this. It's conditioner. And the 2 colors I'm using today are Crimson from Adore. I was going to use Truly Red, but I was afraid it would be too red and I didn't want to look like Ronald McDonald, so that is all I use. And you can't forget gloves. I just use my dish gloves, which I probably shouldn't have, but I have extra pairs. So basically I did have some semi-boiling water, so I'm pouring 1 pot of that in, and this pot isn't that big actually. And then I am taking some water from the sink that is just lukewarm, and I'm mixing it together to make sure it's enough water on there. And this container I got from, I believe, Family Dollar. It was like $1. So I am going to be putting a couple squirts of the Crimson in, and then I will be testing the strip. And don't mind my bump, you guys, sorry. But as you guys can see, it took to the color really well, so I didn't even use the second strip to test. I just was like, okay, the wig is ready to go in, because as you can see, it's already, the color has latched onto the hair, and it happened really fast. So I'm just adding that the rest of the first bottle of the Crimson in. And you can add it, according to how you want the color to be. But I really wanted a thorough red. So I was like, I'm just going to put the whole bottle in there. And doing this watercolor method, after dipping and stuff a few times, all of the color starts to leave the water. And you guys will be able to see that. So I'm just basically putting it all in there. I think I had a little bit more of the Crimson left, and I put that in after dipping the wig the first time. So now I'm taking the wig, yes, the full wig. I was really scared, but I seen that the 1 strip took the color really good, so I was like, you know what, we got this. And just showing the color beforehand, it is a nice honey blonde. It's really pretty. I just wanted to, see if the color worked, and I did see another YouTuber who did that, so I was like, okay, I'm about to try it, and I was very satisfied. I will say, dipping the hair once, it's not gonna get the color all the way throughout. I actually seen that the frontal wasn't really being touched, and the front of it was still really brown. So I did take it out, and I dipped it again, but I did add the rest of the dye. I am just submerging the hair, making sure all of it is covered in the water. And I left it in there, I believe, for about 5 minutes. I wasn't timing it. I think I stopped and ate something. But after I took it out, I just took it and I took my damage eraser and I washed it again. Not washed it, but the damage eraser is a conditioner, so the water wasn't super hot. It was like semi-cold, and I just kind of like rinsed it out to get like extra dye out, and then I'm gonna be taking that conditioner and just lathering it in there and then also rinsing it out. So I do want to say, after dipping this and stuff, I was like a little worried. I was like, maybe it's going to be more of like a brownish red instead of like, you know, a vibrant red. I wasn't trying to have too vibrant, but I noticed that while it was drying in my towel, the color started to come in. So I just added this in here in case anybody did the same thing that I did. I didn't cover my counter, and the like splashes from dipping the hair got on my counter and stained. So I bought this stuff from Dollar Tree called Bang. 9 times out of 10 you'll be able to find it, but I'm using a like scrubber and I'm just scrubbing it out. It is best to do this when it first happens. It was kind of hard to scrub it out, but it ended up all coming off. So if you made the same silly mistake as me, which you probably won't because you'll probably avoid it, I just wanted to show you guys the easy way of getting it out. So this is how the hair was looking after I towel dried it, and I was just seeing the color start to come in at this point. So I do want to let you guys know, like, the knots did not get affected. Adding my makeup to the knots kind of just made it blend seamlessly with my hairline, so that was no problem. But I was really happy that the color took and the color was throughout. Letting it sit that 5 minutes probably did, you know, let that color sink in. And the more it dried, the more vibrant it got. So I'd say to use crimson unless you're trying to get like a super red, like really red color, because this hair was actually redder than I expected. I did expect it to be a little bit darker, but you'd probably have to use a wild cherry color or something by Adore if you want, you know, less of a red. So I'm just continuing to show you guys, you know, the quality of the hair after blow drying it. It was really soft, very airy, didn't feel weighed down or anything, so I was happy about that. It is very important that you do rinse your hair out and condition it, because that dye residue will not stay in the hair. But I just blow dried this on cool, I believe, because I had time this day. And I just kept getting surprised as I kept going. Like, I didn't think the color would take that good, but it really did. So for styling, I didn't really go in and do much but flat iron it. Of course I had to flat iron it first to be able to figure out if I wanted to curl it or not. And the hair was really pretty when it flat ironed. I liked how it was. The texture didn't really change from how it was. Of course it wasn't like, you know, the texture of hair when you first get it, but it still was really super soft, and I really was obsessed with this color, you guys. Like, it really looked good. So this is how the hair was after flat ironing it, and if you don't have me on Snapchat, you did see very soft, very silky, and it had its own luster. So if you guys are interested in this hair, it will be in the description. I personally love the hair. I think the quality was great even after doing this method, and let me know your thoughts and if you guys try this out, and I will see you all in the next video.